Talkin' Country. You're listening to Talkin' Country with Paul Taylor.
Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel, Talking Country, with me, Paul Taylor. And please smash that like button and subscribe for more of your country content as well. We've got chats to the stars from all around the world. Check the channel. And this week we have the amazing Liam Price, who is the current #1 Luke Combs tribute. And we're talking to him about his career, but also about his endorsement by the great man and his people. Yep, Luke Combs has given the seal of approval to get to America. So we've got that to come all here on Talking Country. Well, folks, like I said in the first hour, I'm really pleased to have one of the best tributes that I've personally seen in the UK. And, well, not only that, it's fully endorsed by the man himself. It's Luke Combs' UK tribute. Liam Price, how you doing, fella?
Hello, mate. Thank you so much for having me, Paul. Hope you're well.
No, it's great. I mean, it's the first time I heard you on Saturday because, folks, we went to the Keep It Country all-day festival, Astoria in Wolverhampton, and Liam was the master of ceremonies and basically must have lost about 3 stone in weight walking. He lost that much weight. He got on stage to do Luke Combs, and everybody going, he's a bit too thin for Luke Combs, you know. But it was an absolute top draw event, and I just had a thought. Then I thought, you know, everybody's like clambering to see him, and it was like I said, the first time I heard as soon as I heard his sound check, I went, "Oh my God, I've got to get him on the show." But so let's have a little chat about you, Liam. I mean, how did it all start for you? I mean, is prior to Luke Combs, what was it all about?
Yeah, I mean, I've been singing from as early as I can remember. You know, how it starts for most of us, really, at primary school and being little kids singing the hymns and all the rest of it. And I was kind of getting lead roles in schools, productions. The staff were like, "You can sing higher and louder than everyone else." So it went from there. And then as I got into senior school, started getting into bands then. Productions getting a bit bigger. And I joined my first band when I was about 17, 18. Playing punk music of all things. There was a big American pop punk scene in the early 2000s, and it's kind of where I grew into the band scene, really. Fast forward a long time, I had a lot of different jobs. I was in the police. I did different sales jobs, high school, football coaching, and then I went full time as a musician in the worst time possible, September 2019.
Oh.
And then I lost everything March 2020. But music was going way before that. I was earning, you know, part-time money, singing at weddings and corporate events. But, you know, I managed to get things back on track after COVID and went full-time again. And then that's where Luke Combs started creeping in.
Say you look like him, you sound like him, you should have a go, or did you know yourself?
Yeah, I mean, I never really had the beard. That's kind of something that, I mean, I'm lucky to have a ginger beard because
I was going to say, you've got a real one. There's a few people who've got a false one, which is quite fun, but there you go.
Yeah. It is real, and the belly's real. And, you know, I've worked hard on that as well. I've enjoyed that one. But yeah, I mean, I was doing lots of Luke Combs at weddings. He kept coming up, Luke Combs, you play Beautiful Crazy, Beautiful Crazy, Beautiful Crazy. And they were like, "God, you sing that really well." Like it was just like listening to him, and I didn't really think about putting his voice on. He's very strong American, as you can imagine.
Yeah.
And that wasn't really my style. I was more soul-y, really. But then I thought, as country grew and he kind of spearheaded the popularity of country, I thought I should give this a go. I think there's a market in this. I could probably do something. Got some players together in a band that I trust and know they're professional, and I knew it could go places, Paul, but I didn't expect how quick and how big. It's just rocketed for us, mate. Like, and I'm almost full time doing it now. So,
well, yeah. I mean, I remember. I mean, I couldn't make it actually. I was at my mate's bar, Wayne's at Cowboy & Co in Blackpool, Wayne and Garrett, I should say. And I was like, oh, I was gutted I couldn't make it, you know, because huge Luke Combs fans, you know, Wayne is as well. You know, we went to see him I think it was last November, October, November of last year at the AO. But as you might not know this, but Wayne actually falls asleep quite a lot at gigs, and Luke Combs is belting out I don't know how many thousands of watts, and he's asleep in the chair. It's like, how can you sleep through this? But it was. I mean, I've seen him quite a few. I've met him as well, which is cool.
Wow.
And I remember talking to a guy because one of my radio shows, obviously this is going out as one of them as well at Cat Country and Crew. We're helping out. We're doing a bit of promo at this market stall, and this guy does farm engines. Come over to me, and I had like Cat Country on my shoulders and everything. And he come over. He said, "Oh, I like country, mate." And I said, "Oh, cool, cool." He said, "I've just before COVID, I flew over to America to look at farm machinery and stuff, and I'm on a plane from Atlanta to Nashville." And there's a guy outside of me, the big dude he was. He said, "Do you know him, Luke Combs?" I went, "What? What?" And he said, "Yeah, Luke Combs." And he said, "What a great guy." He said, unassuming. I asked, he said he didn't, warrant it. He just, "What do you do?" And he went, "Oh, I'm a singer, like I do country music and stuff." And I showed him, even this is going back 2 years ago. I said, "That's Luke Combs." Now he went, "Oh, shit." But he said,
Wow.
what a top guy. And obviously, in essence today, in sort of in collaboration with that, you've been endorsed by the guy.
Yeah, we're very lucky, and it all come about when we've just announced an American tour in
Brilliant.
February, which is like the highlight of our career. But the agent basically wasn't too comfortable with us just putting it out there without some sort of tip of the hat to him, really, with permission. So we got a contact through the agent, and we explained what we wanted to do. And this is us. This is what we plan to do. We don't want to step on anyone's toes or create any problems. And within a week, we had a letter back from the team, Luke's team, and they said, "You have our complete blessing. We've looked at this. Thank you so much for coming to us. We support you. We support what you're doing." And then we wrote back to saying, "Are we allowed to say that we have your support?" And they said, "Absolutely, no problem." So
That's quality there.
fast forward now, Luke's seen the stuff, and we have the letter on behalf of Luke Combs and his management team. We fully support Luke Combs UK on their US endeavours, sort of thing. So it's really cool.
You
Really
can't buy
cool.
that. You cannot buy that, isn't it? I mean, for them, it's a form of flattery as well, isn't it? When you see like sort of impressionists on television, like all that kind of thing, and you'd speak to the real like actors and actresses, and most of them, I mean, some of them can get a little bit arsey, like, but some of them, the vast majority of them, I should say, are like, yeah, it's a form of flattery. It's brilliant that somebody wants to do that,
Mm,
And it seems that within 18 months, everybody's talking about you.
mm.
Everybody's now. I mean, I've since seeing you on Saturday, I said to my family, we're all going to St. Helens or it's like Theatre Royal. So we've all got tickets. A big gang of us are going to see.
Bless you.
They love Luke Combs and they've not been able to see him live.
Yeah,
I said, this guy is he out Luke Combs, Luke Combs. You've got to go and see him.
yeah.
But if you talk to him after he's got a West Bromwich Albion, he's got a Midland accent, which is quite cool.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, I don't, you know, I wanted to do the best portrayal of him possible,
That's it, yeah. But you've done it
but
right.
without,
You've done it.
yeah, I don't want to patronize anyone. I'm not gonna stand there and talk to everyone in a North Carolina accent. Like I'll talk as I am and I'll sing as well as I can to sound like him, um, and perform those songs. But I definitely don't go on stage going, "How y'all doing?" It's good. Like I'll just talk in a Wolverhampton accent, no problem.
I think that
Um,
Matt, who does the Morgan Wallen, he did the place that I help out at in St. Helens, and halfway through the gig, he said, "I can't keep this up. I'm from Yorkshire." Said,
yeah.
"It was brilliant," because I've done Garth Brooks from the mid-90s. That's how I got started on Stars in Their Eyes as Garth.
Well, okay,
I didn't get on the night though. I'll be honest. I'll let me get that out there. I was on the subs bench,
okay.
but from that, gave me confidence then to do it. 30 years later, I've just packed it in kind of thing. But I do a bit. But somebody's commented. Was it last year when I did one? And he went, Oh, it sounds like it sounds like him on singing and that, but he said he doesn't talk American in between. I said, well, I'm not American, so no.
Yeah,
It'll
yeah,
come over.
yeah. I just some people do it. It works for some people, and some people feel comfortable
Yeah,
doing the whole impression and stuff. But yeah, I'm there to celebrate his music with his fans.
yeah.
I'll sound as much like him as possible, but I'm going to talk like this during the break. Like I'll introduce the songs. And I've obviously got to take the edge off my Wolverhampton accent a little bit. I can't be like, "Good old everybody, it's beautiful, crazy," but I'll take the edge off it a little bit. But hopefully, I'm doing him justice.
Oh,
So
and then some. I mean, it'd be quite interesting when you're playing the likes of New Jersey and which we'll touch on in a second, and all down the East Coast. People were coming out going, "He doesn't sound like him," but he said, "Couldn't understand him when he was talking."
yeah, but the Americans are going to find it even harder, aren't they? So yeah, they'll
Oh
find it even
man,
harder.
I mean, I've been all over the place and in America, and they go, "Oh God, you're English," and I says, "Yeah, yeah, but I'm a different kind of English, like Cockney. I'm not Cockney, you know." I'm near Liverpool, which I'm only a few miles away from Liverpool. I said, "Yeah, Liverpool. Oh, right, yeah, yeah, yeah." But yeah, New Jersey, and you were telling me on Saturday, it's like a link with Bruce Springsteen in the E Streets.
Yeah, it's Asbury Park, which is synonymous with Bruce.
Yeah.
He's got live from Asbury Park albums, and he often goes back. The venue in question is the Stone Pony.
Mm.
It's a 900 capacity venue in New Jersey, and we're going to go and headline that, and it's just amazing. And another one we're playing Daryl's house, which is Daryl Hall from Hall and Oates.
Wow.
So we're going to be playing Daryl's house in New York. So it's crazy. It's pinch yourself stuff, and I have to just keep myself grounded sometimes because your thoughts can run away with you with the scale of what you're doing. But it's mental. It's
No,
absolutely
but
crazy.
you do seem a grounded guy. And one thing that hit me on Saturday, because it was the first time I met you, the first time I've heard you, I always judge an artist off stage, me. I don't know if you do
Yeah,
the.
yeah.
I've played so many festivals, played so many, weekends, and you're with bands and artists, colleagues and stuff like that. And they come off stage and you think, oh, you're all right. But you're a gent. You're good. You kept coming round. You're
No, thank you.
right. You're okay. I mean, like I said, there was a couple of little issues here and there, but like I say, bound to get them certainly on your first venue. And you were like making sure, but yet you had a gig to close at, and you were still making sure everybody's fine. Bang, 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 and and you welcoming. You made sure we were fine. Kept checking on us, and that for me tells me a lot about a person.
No, thank you. I'll be the first to come out and admit, me and Simon from Rodeos, the festival organisers, and I feel like I've been over it a lot the last few days. But there were problems with the toilets and bars, which were venue issues.
Mm.
But we weren't getting much support from the venues. But we stood there and we faced it up to the customers, and we just wanted to make sure everyone had as great a time as possible. But in terms of being any like big heads or letting things get to you, you know, that ain't what I'm about. But
No.
I'm very quite the opposite. But at the end of the day, I want to be doing it for a long time.
Oh, but
Um,
if you come Billy Big thing, we'll text you. We say,
yeah,
hey Liam, come on, lad. Don't forget your roots. You'll be going, don't know you, go away. I'm going, hey.
yeah, yeah. At the end of the day, I'm a tribute artist as well.
Yeah.
Things are going very well for us, and we're selling really well all over the country. But you know, I'm just Liam.
And no, but it's interesting when you hear comments, and which I have done recently on socials, certainly from Saturday as well, and it does make my skin, crawl and boil when you see people say tribute acts. I know, but there are just tribute acts. What's all this big thing? And I think I put a comment on there going, at the end of the day, if you 80-20% in it, 80%, if you've hit 80% of the people and you've had a brilliant time, and 20%, you'll always get 20% who go, ah, yeah, but it's only, then you've done your job. Everybody's never
Mhm.
gonna but ultimately, everybody's having fun. Life's too short. you know, the artist, a lot of people can't afford to go and see Luke Combs, certainly now, and any of these big gigs. But also, it is all about having fun and creativity and doing it right, not sort of just singing there, but doing it absolutely right. The band are absolutely fantastic. You're selling out theatres up and down the country, which will come on in a second. But um, some people just like having them on, and you know, it said yes. The venue that I run or run some of the events for, my Fridays once a month is me DJing or getting a tribute in and something like that. And on a Sunday once a month we have the singer songwriters that are, you know, sitting on stage, people having a Sunday roast, people singing their own songs. And on the Friday it's packed full, and on the Sunday it's not packed full. You know,
Mm.
and that, rightly or wrongly, that's the situation. You know, people want to have fun, they want to enjoy the music, which they do. You know, but it's got to be done right, which you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, and I try to tell people as well. I've been there. I've wrote original music, written original music with the pop punk band I was in. We were involved in big tours with big acts.
Yeah.
50 quid a night
Yeah.
between five of you. You know, we just used to stick it in the tank and get to the next town.
Yeah.
But you know, it's really hard as an original songwriter, and yeah, people can say, "Oh, what's the point in tribute and all that?" Like, I ain't interested. Like,
No.
I've lived both lives. I've been a working guy my whole life, and I'm having fun doing this. I'm
Yeah.
having great fun, and I ain't just stuck a shirt, cap and beard on and gone and done a job. We didn't leave the studio for 3 months. Like, we care about
Oh,
the portrayal. People are paying 30 quid a theatre show to come and see this show. Like, I want to give them the best Luke Combs I can give them.
yeah.
Um,
And again, getting endorsed by the big guy and his crew, that then endorses everything that you're doing, and you're doing it right, you know. But it was just an interesting few comments I saw, and I thought, you know, some people, you know, did, and I wanted to say to him, but did you go? Because you do get
yeah, yeah,
people going. I mean, I put a Tina Turner tribute on one Friday a couple of weeks ago. Absolutely top draw. And then somebody made a comment on the socials saying, "Yeah, but it wasn't such and such a body who does Tina Turner." I went, "Why did you comment on that? She was absolutely top draw. Why did you? Have you seen this other girl?"
yeah,
No, they
yeah,
and you get the keyboard warriors up and down, and you're going, "Gosh, so long as you're having fun." Like I said, the 80-20% rule. Somebody told me, an old country legend in the UK told me that, Kenny Johnson, way back. And he said, if you can make 80% of the people happy in that room, then you have done your job and then some. You will always get the 20% going, oh, they were too loud. Oh, I didn't like that. Oh, they hit a bum note.
yeah, yeah.
One,
Yeah,
one of them actually said once, you haven't, to a Westerner, to another Westerner, you haven't got a pocket watch. Why are you wearing a wristwatch? You haven't got a pocket watch. And I'm going, you need to get a life, really, you know?
yeah, it's mental. Yeah, like you say, it's very few, but like we get, you know, we've had people say about all the noise, you know, and I say, have you been to a Luke Combs gig? Like, it is loud. It's in your face. Like, there's 9 band members or 8 band members. You know, drums are being smashed. There's 3 guitarists with overdrive. Like, it's like a bloody
Oh,
Queen concert. Do you know what I mean?
the funniest one
So
was the last time we went to O2 in London, because we go to Glasgow now. It's a lot
yeah,
cheaper. Sounds a lot better at the house. Um, the Luke Combs come on, and it was ding, ding, ding. Beer never broke my heart. You know, bang. Comes on stage, everyone's going mad. Gets his microphone. It wasn't working. He went absolutely ape. He was going, what the? And the band still going,
yeah.
dun, 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 dun. It's
Keep
brilliant.
going, guys. Keep
Yeah,
going, guys. Keep going.
keep going. And I thought, well, if he can get it, you know, if people can get it wrong for him, geez. But I'll tell you a little story when we've closed off, just briefly about Luke Combs. But generally, what's around the corner? We know obviously the huge American tour, and obviously the UK tour. I mean, check your website for details. What's the website called?
Yeah, it's lukecombsuk.com.
Yeah,
www.lukecombsuk.com. So, in terms of what's around the corner, we're going to finish off the UK this year. We've still got dates in Scotland. I mean, Glasgow sold out next week, but that'll be it for Scotland this year. Still dates in England and Wales coming up this year. And then in a couple of weeks, I'm going to announce the full UK and Ireland tour this year.
Oh, wow.
So we're going on the road again. And we're going to do the whole of UK and Ireland, try and hit some spots we haven't been to, as well as some that have been very good to us, and we have. We're going to do the 2.5 weeks in America in February. And then currently working on 2 other countries where we're going to tour. Hopefully, one is almost there, 90-odd%, and I hope to announce that in the new year.
It's not
And
in
then another one.
Scandinavia, is it? Is it Scandinavia?
It's not Scandinavia, no.
They absolutely love country music there. They're absolutely.
Well, I'm open to anything. You know, like I say, we're here for a good time and as long a time as possible. But I'll listen to anyone who wants to take us anywhere, not a problem. But yeah, there's 2 countries in particular that we are looking at. We've been contacted by people, and it starts with just a conversation, doesn't it? And then you go from there. And one's almost there. The promoter in question actually flew out. He come and saw us a couple of weeks ago. He wanted to see the show. And he was really positive. He really enjoyed it, so he kind of just wants to get it together as quick as possible. But the schedule's just mental next year. Again, we're going to be doing over 100 gigs next year, well over 100 gigs, and that sees us to 2025. And then our theatre agent has told us they want to start looking at 2026. So hopefully Luke Combs stays around and he doesn't, he keeps present. And yeah, that's the plan. Just keep rolling with it, so I don't have to sing Sweet Caroline at weddings anymore.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
No, somebody keeps coming up to me when I'm DJing. Will you play Beyonce? So now when I'm DJing, I said just before I kick off, it's a Beyonce free zone. If you come up asking Beyonce, you will be taken outside and shot. Bit harsh, but there you go.
Oh, mate.
But it's interesting. Once we've finished, I'll have a quick chat with you about the other countries kind of thing, because I've got you might have already been there, but I'll have a chat with you about something.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, it's interesting that it's the theatres. People go into theatres, and like I said, I'm going to Theatre Royal. I think it's November 17th.
Okay.
Yeah,
you know better than me. People say, when are you playing? I'm like, I ain't got a clue.
The Theatre Royal is amazing. I mean, it's my hometown, and if you have a look at the circle, we're actually on the front row of the circle. It's brilliant. So we'll be throwing things at you.
I was going to say, if I get the pelters, I know where they've come from. So.
But no, I wish you all the very, very best, my friend. You deserve it, and thanks for coming on to the show. And like I said, it's just nice to see people enjoying themselves, but also making it out there, and you never know, you might be able to play Luke Combs' new bar just opened this week, I think, is it?
Category 10, yeah, we'd like to do that. We've reached out to them. We'd like to play there.
There you go.
But I did meet a Michael Jackson tribute once, who actually played for Michael Jackson's birthday party at his house.
What?
So yeah, so well, that was only a few weeks ago. I met him. I said, "Oh, what have been your highlights?" He went, "Oh yeah, I played for Michael at his 45th birthday." I don't know, but I was like, "Wow."
It's like taking calls to Newcastle, that, isn't it? Really, but
Yeah.
I actually met Alan Jackson.
Oh wow, okay.
Not the Alan Jackson. He was a painter and decorator from Wigan, and that is a true story. Absolute. We're waiting for our daughters outside a dance school in Billinge, and I saw this no job too small, Alan Jackson. I thought, God, he's come down, hasn't he? So we were just chatting outside. Yeah, I have met Alan Jackson. I'm not lying. So there you go. But Liam, it's been an absolute pleasure chatting to you, fella. And like I said, I'll catch you on the 17th of November.
Thanks, Paul. Thanks a million for your support, mate. Appreciate it.
Good luck.